And the thing about technology, which I think this can be overturned, I think it can be overturned easily by looking at the reality of it. I'm talking about the nostrum, the thing that you hear from everybody left and right. The technology is just neutral. It just depends on what you do with it. There are no choices or values that inhere in any technology. And as I referred to a few minutes ago, I think that's exactly wrong. It's never been that way. And we can see the more dehumanizing technology becoming in the saddle more and more and more. We're told that technology empowers us. It must be just a pure coincidence that the more technified society becomes, the more disempowered we are. Never been so disempowered, I think, in modern society. Technology connects us. That's a great one. That's you just hear that 24/7. Well, kind of strains that even though community is gone, even though people have fewer friends, even though the number of people in single-person households is going up all the time, the friends are the friends in quotes of Facebook. You know, friends maybe you never met. You know, there's probably more of that, but it's quite incredible. It's not connecting people. It's connecting machines. It's connecting us in a rarefied way that really has no texture or immediacy. We all use it. It's instant communication, but connecting people, that's just not what's going on in mass society, in the techno-culture. Another one is how technology gives us this gigantic amount of richness and diversity and everything. Meanwhile, we live in the most standardized world that has ever existed. Globalization is completing that standardization, that homogenization. The world is becoming more placeless and flat. You can see it on TV all the time. Somebody in Nepal, he's drinking a Coca-Cola, and there'll be a McDonald's soon, and people in the major cities of the world now all dress the same, watching pretty much the same TV shows. You know, every airport looks the same. I mean, you know, it's quite endless. And so, yeah, what about all this richness and diversity? And again, the indigenous cultures are being hammered out of existence. How many hundreds of languages die every year? I mean, and the people that say, oh, but now we have all this high-tech equipment, we can record the languages or whatever. Well, they don't see that that very technology is instrumental, is exactly the part of the machine, of the thrust that's killing all of that. That's just finishing it off. So, and the other thing about technology, all the technology comes from industry. I mean, there's no dispute about that. And by the way, global warming is a function of industrialism, of industrialization. They both started about as a measurable thing about 200 years ago, the Industrial Revolution, 200 years ago. That's when you could start measuring the change in the average temperature. And every uptake of one is an uptake of the other. So what is the answer? The answer is to get rid of industrialism.